Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is a start of a new series here on the Peyton on the Radio channel, as today will be the start of the Detroit Red Wings franchise mode, as we just ended the Chicago Blackhawks one about 2 weeks ago now. It was an historic way to end it, won the Stanley Cup, and now we're doing another Original Six team, as of course the Red Wings are coming into town. This was the team you guys voted by I think it was 5 votes. The Detroit Red Wings won, so it's a pretty big landslide that you guys wanted me to do. The Red Wings are not like last time where it was like Canadians and the expansion team that were like tied. It was ridiculous. Also, in today's video, we're starting a kind of a new thing. It's going to be a webcam. Now, if you guys don't see the webcam up on the screen, it means it did not work. But I'm trying out a new thing. I'm recording it on my phone because it just seems like the computer, not like it doesn't handle it. It's totally off sync, and I have no idea why it's off sync. So that's something I gotta worry about much later on. But let's get this new franchise mode started. I'm excited for this, man. I've been waiting to do this for a long time to get this shit started up. And start a new team. Of course, we've been doing it with the Quebec Nordiques, and that's been a ton of fun. But this is going to be like our actual first franchise mode where we're going to actually having to rebuild the team and rebuild the team from the start. And it's definitely going to be a little bit more different than what we've ever done before. We're going to be taking a very young team, rebuilding them, drafting, and doing a lot of smart moves over the time. So it's going to be a lot of playing with, and it's going to take a lot of work. This is definitely going to be one of our longer series here on the channel. It's going to be a longer one for sure because of the fact that we got to build this team up from fucking scratch, and we got to build this team into one of the best teams in the NHL to the point where we can just win Stanley Cups left and right, hopefully, for this team. So we got to turn down the injury occurrence, and then we can get jumped right into things. So I'm really, guys, tell me guys in the comment section below if you guys are enjoying the webcam. I really would like to hear you guys' impressions, because I know I get really excited sometimes. Sometimes I fucking yell at the screen and stuff like that, so I think that would add some the funny humor to the videos and stuff like that. So let's get this league booted up. This is my first time actually doing any franchise mode with the Detroit Red Wings. In fact, I think I've done ones with like Pavel Datsyuk and Henrik Zetterberg, but never one when they're this bad. I've done one with Ottawa, but never with the Detroit Red Wings, I mean. So let's take a look at the main roster and see what we have for this upcoming season. So our best player, of course, is Dylan Larkin, 6.1 for the next 4 years. One of our big-time players. Then we got Anthony Mantha and Todd Bertuzzo. All these guys have been rumored in to be kind of like trading assets, and we are practically going to treat these guys like trading assets because of the fact that I don't think we have a shit ton of picks. The Detroit Red Wings are not a big pick-worthy team, right? Of course, we have Edmonton Oilers picks. We have a pretty loaded-up draft, but we don't have any, like, real deep picks. Like, we don't have any big first-round juicers or anything like that. And, I mean, you take a look at this team, you're not going to be really trading away anybody and getting any kind of fucking picks back from it, because we have no trade value. Like, our team is shit. Like, there's no doubt about that. This team is the fucking worst team in the NHL, and you guys can definitely see that from this year. So let's take a look at all the forwards. So, of course, Larkin, those guys. Then you got Fippula, who they signed to. We have a lot of bad contracts. Fippula, Nielsen, Helm, Abdelkader, who has like another 4 years left. So for a good 4 years, we're going to be fucked with a lot of those big contract guys. Of course, we're going to be keeping them because of the salary cap and shit like that. In the system, T.R. Huras. I always see this guy like explode into a good player, and I wouldn't mind playing him this year because of the fact that he's already a 79 overall. You know what? We'll keep those young guys down there. It's best to keep them down in the AHL. Horanik, DeKeyser, Nemeth, we got a pretty shitty defensive core as well. We got to call up Chwalski because, I mean, that's better than any of the guys down there. And then goaltending, Jimmy Howard and Jonathan Bernier. We also have Kelvin Pickard. there as well. But we'll probably keep with Bernier and Howard, as we got those two guys locked up for a bit. I mean, Bernier for 2 years. Howard, we could trade away this upcoming trade deadline. But let's take a look at the team this year and see what we want to do for the lineups and stuff like that. So we get the old legendary man, Brendan Pollini. We remember that legend from the Chicago Blackhawks franchise mode. He turned into a great player. I don't know if I really want to play Zadina this year because of the fact that he's still young, still a depth forward, doesn't play very well defensively. He's a good kid, but I feel like a year down in the minors with the Grand Rapids, I think that would do him a lot better than playing up in the main roster with us. I don't want to destroy his developing abilities. With Fabro and Pollini, they've already played years upon years of NHL, so risking those guys will be nothing to the team. But everybody else, like Philip Zadina, he's a big all-star, and we need him playing. That's for sure. Let's see what we're going to do for lineup-wise. We have a very powerful first line. I think Fabio, Larkin, yeah, that... Is this Pollini? No, Fabio works perfectly up on that first line. And then the rest of the lines practically look... they look pretty good. I don't think we're going to get any better than that. Bernie, Howard. Special teams. We're not going to get very much good special teams either. Our special teams is going to be the shit. We want Robbie Fabro up there. Might as well get somebody up there. And that is basically looking good there for the Detroit Red Wings. Definitely not a very good upbringing team. Now, maybe we could sign like a free agent to bring into the team to get some trade like aspect for this upcoming season. But I don't want to risk us like doing any better with us picking out Thomas Vanek or any of the guys like that. We'll keep the players that we have. We'll make the trades that we can. I mean, we really don't have to, as the Stevie Yzerman already kind of did that beforehand. But let's take a look at the prospects here for the Detroit Red Wings, which is a big thing for a young team like this to be loaded. And we are. T-Ray Huros, Rasmussen, Chevy, Brigerin, Gru, Valenio, Schneider, McIsaac. We got a shit ton of prospects filled. I think one thing that we do got to aim after is a big-time prospective defenseman. And I know there's not very many from this upcoming draft class, but future ones and also goaltending is going to have to be a big target for the Red Wings if we're going to be willing to become a big team like we are. Of course, we are going to be having a bad year this year, and there's practically no defenseman but for Josiah Ronaldo. So our guy that we're going to be targeting is Laforraine. That is without a doubt Laforraine, or even Kyler Bice. If we could get like another fucking big centerman on the team, but Alexis Laforraine is the guy that we're going to be targeting with this year's draft, and hopefully we can get him, and then maybe even Maxim Fedorov. I like that name. We love the Russians here in Detroit, and we're going to keep that up. We're definitely going to be keeping a very European team here in Detroit because of the fact that I like my Europeans as well. But I think that is basically it for the review for the Detroit Red Wings. I'd like to hear what you guys think of Dylan Larkin and Mantha. What should be the future for these two guys? Should we trade them to a better team? Should we make these guys the two leaders for the Detroit Red Wings for a long time to come and build around Dylan Larkin and Anthony Mantha? I would like to hear you guys' opinion on that. And who should we draft in this upcoming draft? Who should we target? We do have a lot of picks. We could possibly even move up a couple picks to move up into the first round to get another big time player, maybe like a Fedorov, because you know the old Fedorov used to play for the Detroit Red Wings. But I'd like to hear you guys' suggestions in the comments section below. But for right now, guys, I'm gonna sign off. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure you guys go and check out my Instagram and Twitter. I practically revamped all those, so make sure to go and check that shit out as well. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.